Shanti, good morning. Today we are going to read this Murli from Awake Murli of 27th September 1971. And the title of today's Murli is The Revelation of Truth Through the Power of Love. And this Murli, Baba is talking about, we all have this awareness that we are in Baba's yad, in Baba's remembrance. And we also remember that we have to go home. But Baba asked this one very interesting question. How can you return home without having done service? So it is very important that we are most responsible souls which Baba has chosen. And it is our responsibility to serve and give Baba's knowledge. Baba said that we are responsible not only for ourselves, but to transform the living and non-living both. Okay, so also Baba asked us, explained what exactly service is and what is disservice. So Baba has defined it in a very interesting way. And then when we are on the stage of service, what is our awareness? How, especially when we are in the group, then there are a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to, having that balance of love and law. So how do we strike that balance? What is the secret of striking that balance of love and law? And Baba also helped us understand in this Murli where every second is very, very valuable. So how are we utilizing it? Are we wasting it, or are we spending it in a worthwhile way? So this Murli is speaking more about, one is about service, and second thing which I personally found interesting is about how to strike that balance of love and law. So let us hear in Baba's words as it is. Murli's title is The Revelation of Truth Through the Power of Love. What is in each one's awareness and eyes at this moment? Is there one thing or two things? Or are there two things merged in one? What is it? There is only the one Father. Today, all of you are following one direction and have only one thing. Acha. At this time, there is one thing, especially when we are meeting Baba, we are so much full of Baba's love since, Amrit Vela till the time we meet Baba. So it is only Baba and Baba in our remembrance, and we just don't see anything else. So that's why Baba said we are merged in Baba's love. We just remember one thing. But according to the present time, what constantly stays in your awareness and in your eyes? Or do you just remember that you have to return home? How can you return home without having done service? Of course, you remember the inheritance for your own self, but you must also remember that you have to enable others to claim their inheritances. In your every step, you have the Father's remembrance in your awareness. But together with that, do you also remember service? So we know that we remember Baba, but along with that, do we also remember service? So it's a checking for today, like throughout the day, let me pause and check after every hour maybe, that I'm remembering Baba, but along with that, am I serving through my mind, intellect, or through my thoughts consciously? Am I having those good wishes and good feelings for everyone, or spreading that light and might to the entire world? Or is there just remembrance? Whilst walking and moving around, whilst performing action, If you have the awareness that you are an instrument for godly service at every moment, if you have the awareness that you are an instrument for godly service at every moment, if even whilst doing physical work, you have the awareness that you are an instrument for godly service, then by constantly having this awareness and considering yourself to be an instrument, you will never perform any action through which there could be disservice. So it is very important that I am at service. And another thing which Baba said, that to remember that I am an instrument for godly service. So one is of awareness, Baba's yad, and second is godly service, that I'm an instrument. When you forget this awareness, you perform ordinary actions and your time is spent in an ordinary way. For instance, when any of you become instruments for special service, for the length of time you have the special service in front of you, your stage remains good because you realize that you are instruments for service in front of everyone for that time, especially if it is some program or if it is Vati. We all are very much set. We have programmed and channelized our thoughts in such a way that no, I have to be very careful. I'm supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to do that. So we have that awareness in our minds. Hence, we are very much focused. So till the time we have some special service or special program, then Baba said it is there in our consciousness. But in the same way, whilst performing ordinary actions, have the awareness that you are engaged in doing world service at that time through the mind. So what would your stage be? So it is very interesting that even in the Murlis, we have read it before also and we have heard it before also. So while doing those ordinary actions, I have to connect it with the alokik. That is, I'm doing the lokik work, but it has to be more alokik. So for example, like whatever things you see, around you, it should remind me of knowledge. It should remind me of Baba's points, whatever Baba has described the world drama, or let's say everything, every aspect of knowledge of three worlds and the past, present, and future, everything. So, for example, like I remember in one Murli Baba said that how to transform that lokik to alokik. For example, if you're seeing the wheel of a vehicle also, you should remember this world wheel, world cycle. If you're looking at the tree when you're walking around, you should remember the Kalpa Vriksha. So this world drama or trees or anything, for example, like if you're looking at the flowers also. So do I remember that, I'm, walking in this forest of thorns now, and I'm now moving towards the, the forest of, the garden of Allah. So it is that simple awareness. It has to be always there in my mind. If I'm looking at anything around me, it has to connect with the knowledge, or it has to remind me of Baba's points. So that is a very interesting exercise when we're doing it every day. And it has to be a regular practice, in fact. So Baba said that the awareness that you're engaged in doing world service at the time through the mind. So what would your stage be while performing some ordinary actions also? So would you pay attention and also be checking? Would you pay attention and also be checking? If you constantly consider yourselves to be instruments for world benefit on the world stage in this way, then would there be an ordinary stage, ordinary activity, or carelessness? And so this is quite interesting, reflection that we could do to check ourselves. If I pay attention, what is my stage? And if I'm in the, or in while doing some ordinary actions also, if I have that awareness, that consciousness, and it's a beautiful exercise, even if we are practicing the soul consciousness that I am a pinpoint of light, sparkling star or whatever, if I'm reminding this and if when I'm seeing everyone around me, then automatically I see all sparkling stars. And that whole environment changes. So let it be any simple practice that we pick up for the day that is actually going to give us that attention, that what Baba is saying, that attention and checking will always be there. So much of your time would be used in a worthwhile way instead of it going to waste. Your account of accumulation would increase so much. When someone has a big responsibility, he considers his every second to be invaluable. If even 1 or 2 minutes are spent wastefully, those 2 minutes will also seem to be a very long period. So, you are the ones who have the biggest responsibility of all in the entire world, Baba is saying and reminding us. So, you are the ones who have the biggest responsibility of all. Does anyone else have such a great responsibility as you at this time? Do you have to bring benefit to the whole world? You have to bring benefit to the whole world. How? You have to transform the living and non-living. It is such a huge responsibility. At every moment, be aware of what responsibility the Father has given you. In one eye, you have the Father's love, and in the other eye, you have the task. That is, service given to you by the Father. So love and service have to be together. Very important. So love and service have to be together. There is love for those who are loving, but the serviceable. Knowledgeable souls are extremely loved. So both have to be together. Only when you have the awareness of both at the same time will you be an image of love at the time of doing service. However, there must not just be love. What else is needed with love? So someone said the form of power, Shakti Roop, Sneha Roop or Shakti Roop. So you will be the form of power, but what will be visible as the practical form of power? If it is only just the form of power, Shakti Swaroop, so what will happen if there is no love? On what basis is a number given as a result of service? When there is power in your words, that is, together with love, there should be such power in your words that their hearts are touched. What has been the result up to now? Either you have too much power in your words or you give them too much love. Sometimes you speak very lightly and sometimes you speak very forcefully. However, what should it be? There should be traces of love in your every word. So Baba asked us to underline this one statement that Baba said that there should be traces of love in your every word. Madhurta, sweetness. Then no matter how bitter the words you speak, maybe they will touch the heart. However, they will not seem bitter. They will seem to be accurate. At present, if you use sharp words, the sharpness is also visible in your form, through which many people also say, you people have arrogance and you insult others. On the one hand, continue to hammer them, and on the other hand, give them love. So what is the secret? To strike that balance of love and law, as Baba said, you continue to hammer them, and on the other hand, give them love. through your image of love, they will not feel disregarded, but they will experience you having compassion for souls. So that's why Baba has repeatedly, asked us to use that method, which we call it like a sandwich method. So first you appreciate them, talk about their virtues, their qualities, maybe something that they have done in the past which was so admirable, adorable, and something which was of great service maybe. Then you give them the feedback, maybe the points that they are supposed to improve, certain things that were not right, drawing their attention to those points. And again, appreciate them with a lot of good wishes for future service or any task that they perform. So this method is very, very powerful that Baba has taught us. So that's why Baba said it shouldn't be like, that sharpness should not be visible in your form or, in your words. It has to be very important. It is very important that it should come with a lot of love and good wishes, so that the soul gets that inspiration and encouragement, that empowerment, and he should have that power to receive that feedback also at the same time to transform himself. So through your image of love, they will not feel disregarded, but they will experience you having compassion for souls. The feeling of disregard will be changed and they will experience your compassion. So practicing compassion is a wonderful journey and wonderful experience altogether. So the two have to be together. It is said you have to have velvet clothes. Like Baba says in Hindi that Jyoti bhi maro to makmal ki. So together with service, there should be a lot of compassion. And together with that, there should also be the happiness of correcting things that are inaccurate. It should not be just that, all sweetie, sweetie and goody, goody. But Baba said, it is very important, like, since we are on this, an instrument for godly service, we shouldn't be tolerating any nonsense or anything which is inaccurate. So hence Baba is reminding us, together with that, there should be also happiness of correcting that things are inaccurate. You have to tell them everything very clearly. But the condition is, but with love. By your being an embodiment of love, they will experience the form of world mother, Jagat Mata. It's just as when a mother gives teachings using some words to her children, and yet, because of the mother's love, those words are not experienced to be sharp or bitter. They understand that their mother has love for them and is only bringing benefit to them and only bringing them benefit. In the same way, no matter how clearly the words you say to them, maybe they will not experience those words to be so strong. Therefore, you have to do service whilst being equal in both forms, love and power, Shakti Swarup and Sneha Swarup. Only then will you see success in service to be close. No matter where you go, be fearless, be an embodiment of the power of truth, and go as a CID officer of the Almighty Government. Go with this intoxication. Baba is describing us like how our appearance has to be, especially when we're going for service, especially sisters. No matter where you go, be fearless, be an embodiment of the power of truth, and go as a CID officer of Almighty Government. Go with this intoxication, speak with this intoxication, and look at everything with this intoxication. Who am I? I'm fearless. I am an embodiment of the power of truth. I am a CID officer of Almighty Government. This intoxication. We are the helpers of that one. With this awareness, make that which is inaccurate accurate. You have to reveal the truth, not hide it. Baba always says that, whatever is the truth, you have to speak it fearlessly. Most of the times, especially when we are doing service in the corporates, or especially first time if you're serving someone, where people come to us and say that don't talk about Brahma Kumaris, don't talk about soul or supreme soul. But ultimately we have to make them understand that this is ultimate truth and this is what it is. So Baba is telling us that you have to reveal the truth, not hide it. And the more we hide it, it's like it's like under the cover. We have to uncover it. It's very important, because that is the ultimate knowledge. People would like to, are interested to hear it. However, there has to be equality of both forms. When you see someone or when you hear something, do you see them and listen to them with a feeling of mercy, or with the aim of learning from them or copying them? How do we see someone, or how do we listen to them? I was saying that with mercy or with the aim of learning them or copying them, especially when we look at the souls around who are too much into the Lokik world. So Baba shared this very interesting thing, that are you looking with them with the feeling of mercy, or with the aim of learning from them or copying them? Souls of today who are experiencing temporary happiness are revealed as those who have made the elements their servants. What is your stage when you see them? Those souls have been revealed on the stage as those have made the elements their servants. They feel as if they have taken charge of these 5 elements, their body. They have complete control of everything. With maybe the things that they possess, or with the beauty, or the physical, maybe the looks, or anything it could be. Therefore, if you have this thought, should we also do the same, or should we also bring about transformation in ourselves just like they have? What would you call them? Do the children of the bestower ever copy beggars? Baba is saying this. जैसे बाबा कहते हैं ना, वो लोग जैसे शांति की शक्ति से अंजलि लेने के लिए आते हैं, और बाबा कहते हैं फिर आप ऐसे बाबा के बच्चे जो होनहार है प्रत्यक्ष रूप में, वो आत्माएं तो क्या है? बाबा कहते हैं दे आर ऑल बेगर्स, दे आर ऑल wanting happiness, true happiness. So Baba is saying that, would you like to copy them? So therefore, if you have this thought, should we also do the same, or should we also bring about the transformation in ourselves just like they have? What would you call them? Do the children of bestower ever copy beggars? No matter how much pomp and splendor those souls have in front of you, they will be revealed in the form of beggars in the future. All of those souls have taken a few drops of power from the children of bestower. They took a few drops of power from you, and the result of those few drops is that they are able to see the elements as their servants. However, on seeing those who have taken just a few drops, what do the children of ocean become? They become impressed. In just a short while, all of them will be desperate to bow down at your feet. Therefore, together with love, there should also be force for service. Just as at the beginning, there was love and also force. You were fearless and beyond the support of the atmosphere. This is why you had constant zeal and enthusiasm and force for service. At present, on seeing the atmosphere and the environment, you sometimes change your form. Like Baba says that, we are carried away, influenced by looking at things around or people around. This is why success is sometimes one thing and sometimes another thing. Since the souls of the end of the Iron Age come fearlessly onto the stage to reveal their truth. Why do the confluence-aged souls who are the most elevated create different forms and change according to the atmosphere in order to reveal themselves as those who are honest? You are the master creators. They are the creation. In what way should the master creators see the creation? When you look at everything, having stabilized yourselves in the stage of master creators, what kind of game will all of this seem like? What scene will you see? When it rains, what scene do you see after the rain? Even a little water, frogs think, even in a little water, frogs think that they are in an ocean. They continue to croak and dance. However, that is in fact water of temporary happiness. So you will see the scene of frogs croaking, dancing and jumping around. You will feel that they have experienced a lot of temporary happiness, but they are about to go. So by stabilizing yourself on the stage of a master creator, you will see such a scene. You will not be able to see any essence. The words will appear to be meaningless. So, do you have the courage and enthusiasm to reveal the power of truth? Do you have the enthusiasm to reveal the truth? Or do you feel that there is still a little time? Is there still time to reveal the truth? Let there be intoxication and also a sparkle. Let there be such intoxication that they experience that in front of this truth, that temporary pretense will not do. Just as when the drama is shown on a stage, they show how the vices take leave. They put their palms together, bow down, and take leave. So you now have to show this drama in a practical way on the world stage. Now bring this drama from this limited stage onto the unlimited stage. This is called service. Such serviceable souls become special beads of the rosary of victory. You have to become such serviceable souls. At present, you're still practicing this. When you practice this, you will first go hunting small prey, and then you hunt the big lions. You will see the final practical part exactly as though it is a small drama. Only then will there be the cries of victory on one side and the cries of distress on the other side. Both will be on the same stage. Like Baba says, ek taraf hahakar aur ek taraf jai jaikar hogi. And both will be on the same stage. Acha? So let us give a lot of love and remembrance to our beloved Bap Dada and sit in silence for a minute before we chant the Murli today. Om Shanti. So let's start the churning today. what were the few points or few words that touched your soul, or what did you find most valuable in today's Murli?
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. I like the point where my Baba has told that while doing ordinary actions, we should have the awareness that you're doing the world service through mind. And I also like the examples, how you correlated about the tree. Whenever you see some tree, imagine that you're seeing the Kalpa Vriksha and the wheel of world. So I like these examples. And whenever we need to be fearless wherever we go, and be an embodiment of power of truth. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. It was a very nice Murli, because only yesterday Baba bathed us with spiritual love, and I was still enjoying the shower of love of Baba. But I hope we are all know we are on a very big godly service, at least at the present time. So that I use that love and the power which Baba gave today. I think we all know us brothers and sisters in Turkey, what they are going through. So the instruction which was given is, I'm an instrument, I'm on a world stage, and it is such a huge responsibility for us to sit in that stage, to take the love of God and spread it to all those people who are in pain. And also, it was, I don't know whether I did a perfect job, but I just, because I was so much in love with God, and I used that in power, and I really found the task. And I just finished it. And today Baba is saying, you have a huge responsibility. I think that just connected it me first of the responsibility which was given yesterday to us. Om Shanti.
Wonderful. And by saying that Baba wants us to have godly love in one eye and godly service in the other at all times, to reveal the eternal truth with lots of love and power and compassion. Thank you, Bhaiji.
Om Shanti. Today Baba said that in order to, since there is very little time left, so you need to have the enthusiasm to reveal your truth. So the best way, according to me, is to have faith in yourself and always have a smile on your face. So as Baba had said, that such the bitter nudge. So if you need to reveal God through your face, then you have to be that faith in your intellect, faith in the drama, and also Baba, and keep going. So keep smiling, maintaining the smile on your face is the best way to do that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Brother, I also would like to add one thing about truth. Satya jo hai, truth we know is eternal. It's very powerful. It talks. And we need not prove the truth. Truth is revealed. So today, just Baba said that you needn't go and debate like those corporate scholars and then sit with them and try to argue with them to the scriptures. No, when I sit them, as somebody rightly said, in my eye, I have that kind of mercy for all. I have love and force, zeal and enthusiasm, I have Shakti and Sneh for everyone. I can be a world mother. How does a mother really bring, speak to her children like a world mother, like a carrot and stick policy, hammer and love? Then if I do that, the truth will automatically be revealed. That's what Baba wants. The truth of the self, of God, of karma. There's such a long list. Instead of sitting and arguing with them with the truth, if I sit there with this kind of vision, then they will find, oh, these people are going to give us mercy and compassion. I think that world mother, and how to sit, which Baba has given, is a nice way to reveal the truth. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We have Sakshi Ben who messaged me and said that Baba said we are the ones who have biggest responsibility of all. So it is very important that we are not carried away by the atmosphere or the environment around, like how people are living or following, them will not be of any use to us, because who are we? Baba asked us to be in that awareness or this consciousness that we are the master creators, and we see this as the creation. So we are not supposed to copy them. We have to stabilize ourselves in that stage of being a master creator. And I remember a wonderful example by one sister. She shared her experience. I think it was a Zoom class, and Sister Shruti, she shared her experience and gave one very good example of how when she went to the UN meeting, where she saw that there were so many people, she thought that what exactly style means, like especially when we were taught and we see people talking about this thing, that especially when we are supposed to influence people, we really need to have that style and bring us to that level. For example, wearing branded clothes, or carrying a branded purse, or that could be like would enhance your personality. But she said that when I saw Sister Shivani wearing a white, sorry, Sister Jayanti wearing a white sari, and very, very simple, and the way she spoke actually, with her appearance, with her, the way she spoke, everything, actually the whole environment was transformed. So simplicity is actually the best, beauty, you can say, or the power that we have, and through which Baba works through us. So that was something which I found very interesting, that in today's world we feel that on one side this the looks or the branded things that we wear, or the possessions that we have, actually create a wonderful personality, but that's actually not the thing. Simplicity is royalty. Yes, anyone else, if you'd like to share something from today's Murli?
Om Shanti. Today's Murli, Baba has given us a very simple method how to make Lokik service also alokik. And he gives the example of when just remember those moments when you souls are performing any special service. What's your stage? So he's asking us to be in that awareness, ask that question to your own self while you're performing any task in this Lokik world. So he says, be in the stage of I am an instrument to perform a service, and there will be no disservice that will happen even in your Lokik task. So that's the point for me to take home today. Be in the awareness that I'm an instrument talking, I'm an instrument performing a task, I'm an instrument doing what's required to be done, right from maybe cooking or taking a professional call or speaking to someone. That's going to be the practice for the day. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, I would like to tell another point, where my Baba said that there should be the thread or traces of love in every word, and we shouldn't. Baba has asked us not to use sharp words, and he has also given a beautiful method that first we need to appreciate them with a lot of good wishes, then make them understand where they are wrong or about their inaccuracy. Then they will experience their compassion. Om Shanti.
Yeah, adding on to just what Sister just mentioned, Baba is actually giving us a method how to first fill in the energy for the other soul to accept or realize what we're going to be sharing with them as a feedback. So the sharp words usually comes when we are blaming or we are putting a negative aspect to the other person. But if we bring in this method of appreciating the souls before giving them the feedback and making them realize where they need to improve just as a feedback and not as accusing them or offending them. Uh, this method of filling in energy is another takeaway for practice Om Shanti. Tarai, shall we move on to meditation?
Yes, yes, yes. So I was just actually reading the message and I realized it was on mute. Sorry. So the love, there is a message and someone has shared these points. Girjaben, love for all the distressed souls who have biggest response. Sorry. Let's spread power to all of them as God's helpers. Truth need not be proved, it can be revealed. I am an instrument, I am a world mother. However strong, sharp, bitter, arrogance or our words may be, with hammer of love and being clear, fearless, authoritative, I am a servant. Truth shall be revealed, you have conquered with his love. Then you will have lions in your bonnet and cries of victory. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for joining today's Murli class. I will sit in silence for a minute, and with this quick meditation, we'll complete today's session. So let us sit back, relaxed and comfortable. I see myself as the master creator, looking at the creation, filled with a lot of love, compassion, mercy for each and every soul. I experience Baba's love, Baba's light, and I see myself as the lighthouse, spreading this light in the entire world, looking at each and every soul, spreading the light, spreading the love. Every country, every city, all the forest, all the animals, each one of them is filled with this light, with Baba's love. I have the power to transform all the living and non-living. I have the power to transform this whole world. Baba is with me. And Baba is performing his task through me. I'm just an instrument, spreading light, spreading love, with complete attention and awareness. And it's time for me to go home, my sweet home, taking my attention back to Paramdham, the land of peace. I'm very close to Baba. Look at yourself as a sparkling star, point of light. Embraced with Baba's love and light, surrounded with this golden light, entering me, making me so pure and perfect. I'm still, I'm full, I'm loved, I'm happy. Let us invite Baba to be with me in every task that I do today. I will be in Baba's company, and Baba is my companion who is always with me. Enjoying his company, I bring back my awareness to this world and this body. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Dattabai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a lovely day.
Thank you so much.